Welcome to a night of mud madness and metal mayhem. This isn't just any demolition derby. This is Team IceHole bringing the full send.
There's green everywhere.
Before the big hits, let's meet the contenders. And right here, the one we've all been waiting for, our Team IceHole machine. Built for one thing only, bending steel and taking names. Every dent, every weld, every sticker on this beast is ready for war. This ain't a car you drive to work. This is a car you drive straight into chaos. Before the chaos begins, let's meet the machines we're backing tonight. First up, number 44, Kevin Sugden, the Team IceHole flagship, built to punish anything in its path. Then we've got number 33, David Volts, a straight hitter who doesn't know the word back up. And rounding out the squad, number 3, Dean Sugden, pure grit and horsepower. 3 cars, 3 drivers. One mission, leave nothing standing.
Because I paid for $25 and we got a use out of it.
And it's not just the grown-ups getting in on the action. Even the little ones are getting their taste of demolition. Look at these kids, already out here trading paint in their Power Wheels, learning how to line up a hit, soaking in the crowd's cheers. These are the champs of tomorrow, the future derby drivers in the making. Give it a few years and they'll be the ones bending steel in the big arena. But tonight they're stealing the spotlight in style. The kids might have stolen the spotlight for a minute, but now it's time for the real deal. Heat 1 is lining up and you can feel the energy in the air. Just look at this lineup. A slow pan across these beasts before the carnage begins. Every car tells a story. The spray paint, the welds, the dents that already mark battles fought. Each one has its own style, its own attitude. And the sound, deafening. Engines roaring, exhaust cracking, metal shaking. It's a whole orchestra of destruction warming up. And right there in the middle of it all, 2 of our very own. Kevin in the 44 car, built like a wrecking ball, and David in the 33, cool as steel and fearless as they come. These guys didn't show up to survive, they showed up to smash. Heat 1 is stacked, and Team IceHole is right in the thick of it. And here we go. The gates are open and the lineup is rolling in. One by one, these derby warriors drive into the ring, engines screaming like they already know what's coming. The crowd's on their feet, the ground's shaking, and the tension is thick. Then, there's Kevin, number 44, sitting behind the wheel of the IceHole machine, calm, focused, locked in. You can see it in his eyes. The switch is flipped. This isn't just another ride. This is a war zone, and he's ready to light it up. And just like that, it's chaos in the ring. Kevin in the 44 is throwing haymakers, David in the 33 right behind him, steel on steel, sparks flying, no one holding back. This is what a demolition derby is all about. Full send carnage from the start. Just when it looked like Kevin was about to keep swinging, disaster strikes. The shifters busted, locked him out of gear. No way to move, no way to fight. He's forced to pull the flag and call it quits. But don't think for a second he went out easy. Number 44 made his mark, hit hard, and left the ring with the crowd knowing exactly who he was. While Kevin in the 44 was throwing heavy hits, right across the ring, David in the 33 was dishing out his own punishment. Look at him, fearless, driving straight into the chaos, never lifting off the gas. Between Kevin and David, Team IceHole had Heat 1 on lock. Two cars in the middle of absolute madness, making sure everybody knew who was running the show. Kevin's night was supposed to be over, shifter broken, and the flag pulled. But in Demolition Derby, you're never really safe until the round ends. Sitting there strapped in, waiting it out, and boom, another car backs right into him. Even after you're done, the hits keep coming. That's why no driver can leave their car until the very last flag drops. Safety first, chaos always.
Cody Johnson! And in first, the number 82, Chris Gillingham!
Well, she made her one round, boys and girls, and Team IceHole is down. I don't think you can scan that QR code anymore.
The Mad Dog goes to number 44, Kevin Sugden!
And there it is. The announcement comes in, and Kevin in the 44 takes home the Mad Dog Trophy, most aggressive driver of the heat. Even with the shifter breaking and his night cut short, he made every second count. Fearless hits, non-stop pressure, and a show the crowd won't forget. That's what Mad Dog is all about. And that's what Team IceHole brings to the ring.
Here she goes.
Let's get these GoPros in my car. Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. They were talking.
The first heat is over, and the cars tell the story dented, steaming, and beat down from every hit. Every driver left their mark, and every car paid the price. Here's Kevin's 44 car, still breathing after the fight. Idling rough, coolant pouring out the front like it's bleeding out. In Derby, cars don't just lose, they get broken down to nothing.
It does matter. Save the environment. Drain a little bit more out.
It's just less than my garage floor when I pull the motor.
Oh my God. Pull her out, run her again.
Look at the strut tower. I see him. I already got him in my heat. Did you? Yeah, I got him.
Now it's time for the small trucks. They might not smash like the cars, but they take punishment and keep on rolling. Loud and tough and built to grind it out, this is gonna get messy. And there it is, a hose lets go. Coolant spraying, smoke pouring out, but that truck keeps swinging anyway. crowd loves it. The noise, the smoke, the grind. These trucks may look rough at the end, but they prove they can take punishment and keep rolling till the very last hit. The next heat is ready to roll. A full lineup of cars sitting loud, engines shaking, drivers waiting for the chaos to begin. Every one of these drivers has their own style, their own build, and their own reason for being here. But they've all got the same goal: survive the chaos. And there he is, my buddy Dean in the number 3. Calm now, but you know once that green flag drops, he's sending it straight into the madness.
You have a new flag.
Hill 3 of Dean Sutton. MC House Adult Family Home Station 2. YouTube Team IceHole and Big M Fabrication. I should have Xavier Benner. Hillers, Honeydew List, J&B knowing you. I should have the number 88 of Isaac Butler. The number 19 of Austin DeWitt. The number 26 of Caleb Kavanaugh. The 21 kid. And the 9R of Dakota Price.
And just like that, they're off. Metal on metal, the first hits land hard and the chaos begins. Dean in the number 3 is right in the mix, no hesitation, throwing that car into the pack. Every hit shakes the arena. This is full send derby driving at its best. Dean lines up for a shot and just barely misses his target, and smokes the wall instead. The crowd felt that one. Doesn't matter though, the number 3 shakes it off and dives right back into the fight. Dean takes a brutal shot, and there it is. A hose blows. A huge cloud of smoke rolls up as the number 3 car gets shoved into the corner. They keep hammering him while he's pinned, but it's too much. Dean pulls the flag, down for the count, but not without a fight. But even with the number 3 down for the count, Dean didn't leave empty-handed. He takes Mad Dog for his heat and the overall Mad Dog of the day. Most aggressive driver out of everyone. That's how you make a statement. The heat is over, and the drivers climb out of what's left of their cars. No grudges here, just respect. Knuckles and high fives all around for a job well done. That's what Derby's all about. Smash each other in the ring, then shake hands after the smoke clears. Now they're leaving the ring, and it always blows my mind seeing which ones can still drive out on their own. After all that punishment, after an entire round of chaos, some of these cars are somehow still moving. That's nuts.
The GoPro's in good shape. I already looked. These are really lifesavers. They really move the shit. Another one bites the dust.
Firefighters start tossing gifts into the crowd. Fans are on their feet, hands in the air, trying to snag something. It's moments like this that make the Derby more than just cars smashing. It's a full community event. Now it's time for the full-size trucks, and wow, are they loud. I had earmuffs on, and they still rattled through. These beasts line up at the gate, engines roaring, waiting to storm the ring. The ground shakes when they fire up. You know this round is gonna be wild.
That's not a good way to start.
Before the round even started, they're all lined up and the big Dodge truck blows a hose. Huge cloud of smoke rolling up, but that didn't stop them. They still ran it hard and put on a solid show. Smoke's pouring out from their hoods, and these drivers are still wide open, pedal to the floor, not giving an inch. The crowd's going wild, the trucks are hammering away, and this is pure demolition madness. It's insane, it's awesome, and this is exactly why I love demolition derbies.
Oh, that's the aftermath. He didn't hit record on the inside, so we won't see that, but that's minor. Could have been worse. GoPro's still in solid condition. Can't say the same for this car.
After the derby was over, my buddy took the 44 car out to the junkyard. The car itself was done, beat to pieces, but the engine was still good, and the roll cage was solid. So he brought in the loader to rip it apart and pull the cage for his next build. You don't usually get to see this part, it all happens behind the scenes. But right here, you're watching a derby car's final moments, torn apart so its best parts can live on.
One way to get a cage out.
That's a wrap on the derby. If you like the chaos, hit that like button and smash subscribe. More IceHole action is on the way.